children, how are you today? Okay, tell me something. Do you like going to your school? I'm sure you do. Now just think of your school for a minute. There are so many teachers and others working there. Each teacher has to know which class she has to go to in each period. Someone has to ring the bell at the right time. There are many other activities going on. Someone has to control all this, otherwise there will be confusion. Who is this someone? Now think of your body. There are so many organs doing so much work. Each has to do its job properly and on time. Who do you think controls all this in your body? It is the nervous system. And today we will learn more about the nervous system.
Children, the nervous system plays a very important role in our body. It allows you to be aware of your environment and it controls all that your body does. Without it, you cannot see, hear, feel, smell or think. Neither can you tie your shoelace, eat lunch or write. The nervous system is made up of the brain, spinal cord and miles of nerves. Its structure can be compared to a telephone system. It receives and sends messages. The brain is like the telephone exchange where messages are received and sent. Nerves are like incoming and outgoing telephone lines, and the spinal cord is like a bunch of telephone lines making up a telephone cable. The brain is the control center of the whole body. It receives messages from all parts of your body and issues necessary commands to control the body's action. The brain is made up of special type of cells called nerve cells. They are connected with each other and with the nerves in your body. There are about 10,000 million nerve cells in your brain. The delicate brain is protected on the outside by strong skull bones. The brain is divided into three main regions: the cerebrum, the cerebellum, and the medulla. Each part has its own functions to perform. The cerebrum is the main part of the brain. It has many folds and grooves. It does all your thinking. It receives messages from your sense organs and decides what the body should do. For example, if you dropped a book, cerebrum would send messages to your muscles to pick the book up. Different regions of the cerebrum control different functions such as thinking, hearing, taste, smell, touch, and vision. The cerebellum is a small egg-shaped part under the cerebrum at the back of the head. The cerebellum works with the cerebrum to control the movements of your muscles. It also helps your body keep its balance. The medulla is shaped like a stem. It comes out from the base of the brain and joins the spinal cord. It controls involuntary actions such as breathing and heartbeat and keeps working even when you sleep. Now we come to another part of the nervous system, the spinal cord. The spinal cord is shaped like a tube. It is about as thick as one of your fingers. It starts from the medulla and goes down the middle of your back. It is protected by the vertebrae of your spine. Messages travel from your brain down the spinal cord to all parts of your body. Incoming messages enter the spinal cord from all parts of your body and then travel up to your brain. Nerves are made up of nerve cells. They link every part of your body to the brain through the spinal cord. The body has 3 different kinds of nerve cells. Sensory nerve cells carry signals from the sense organs to the spinal cord and brain. These messages are information about such things such as temperature, smell, color, or pressure. Motor nerve cells send signals from the brain and spinal cord to the muscles and glands. These are the signals that make the muscles move. Connecting nerve cells pass signals between the sensory nerve cells and the motor nerve cells. These nerve cells are in the brain and the spinal cord.
Let us understand how your brain receives and understands the messages and gives commands accordingly. The batsman hits the ball, which you stop with your hands. You must now throw the ball to the wicket keeper. Let us see how messages travel through the nervous system from the moment you stop the ball.
As you stop the ball, a message to your hands is sent through sensory nerves to the spinal cord. Sensory nerves give the message to connecting nerves in the spinal cord. Connecting nerves send the message to the brain. It is only when the brain reads the message that you know that you have caught the ball. The brain sends a message down the spinal cord to the muscles to throw the ball. Nerves in the spinal cord give the message to the motor nerves. Motor nerves carry the message to each muscle that is needed to throw the ball. If you try to pick up a very hot glass of milk without realizing how hot it is, you immediately withdraw your hand. You do not have to think about what to do. Such actions, which are automatic and do not need thinking, are called reflex actions.
Reflexes are messages that take a shortcut. They do not go up to the brain. The spinal cord itself sends the response. This saves time and prevents major injury.
1. Message of pain travels along sensory nerves to the spinal cord. 2. The spinal cord sends a message to the muscles ordering them to withdraw the hand. 3. Motor nerves bring the message to the muscles.
Children, we use our senses to obtain information about our environment. We have 5 senses: sight, smell, touch, hearing, and taste. And these sense organs are eyes, nose, skin, ears, and tongue.
The eyes are our most important sense organs. We gather most of the information about our environment through our eyes. Our eyes are spherical in shape and fit into sockets in the skull. They are thus well protected by bones. The colored circle in the eye is the iris. The black spot in the center of the iris is the pupil. Light enters the eye through the pupil. The iris makes the pupil larger or smaller to let in the right amount of light. The lens forms images of objects you see on the screen called the retina. The nerve cells in the retina send messages along the optic nerve to the brain. The brain reads the messages and enables you to see the objects. The front of your eye is protected by a transparent covering called the cornea. Eyelids and eyelashes also protect your eyes. They keep out dust and dirt. After sight, hearing is the sense that provides the brain with most of the information about the environment. We hear sounds through our ears. The part of the ear that you can see is the outer ear. It is like a funnel that collects the sounds. It then passes them to the eardrum in the middle ear. The eardrum starts vibrating like the skin of a tabla when struck. These vibrations pass into the inner ear. The nerve cells in the inner ear pass on the messages to the brain. The inner ear also helps you to keep your balance. In the upper part of your nose are endings of nerves which are sensitive to smell. When you have a blocked nose, no air can reach the nerve endings and you lose your sense of smell. The senses of smell and taste are linked. That is why when you have a cold, food seems tasteless to you. We can sense 4 types of tastes: sweet, sour, salt, and bitter. These are sensed by nerve cell endings in our tongue. They are called taste buds. Earlier, people thought that there were 4 different types of taste buds, 1 type for each taste. It was also thought that each type of taste buds were grouped in parts of the tongue as shown in the figure. However, recent research has shown that all taste buds can taste all kinds of taste and are spread over the entire tongue. Your skin is the outermost part of your body. It covers the entire surface of your body and protects it against injuries and germs. The skin contains many tiny nerve cell endings which are sensitive to pressure, touch, heat, cold, and pain. When you feel your way around a dark room, you use your fingertips. Why? Your fingertips have a large number of nerve endings sensitive to touch and pain. That is why they are so sensitive.
So now you know how your brain knows a lot more information about itself. I'm sure you would have enjoyed this module. Bye.